So, first of all, we got the rare pair right here. Second of all, I got my beautiful child at Elkie.cost.
You might know me, or you probably won't recognize me because I'm gray.
Okay,
I was in the March Toronto Comic Con vlog, so that's where you might possibly recognize me.
Maybe. Anyways, so it's Homestuck's 10-year anniversary.
Double digits!
Turning double digits if it was a child and still be in elementary school.
Yep.
God.
It'd be dying. It would be dying.
It would be dying.
It already
Homestuck
is.
already dying. Anyways.
Everyone's going to dang it real
So, to celebrate this, I wanted to post this video saying, like, one thing that, like, Homestuck has done good for us. Like, why we still love Homestuck. I'll go first. Homestuck was the first thing that I cosplayed. Pfeffery was my first cosplay ever, other than Wheatley. I guess Falcon is technically my second cosplay ever, but she's definitely one of the more extreme cosplays to start with, but you know, because there's a whole gray paint, and I learned how to gray. My Pfeffery has certainly come a huge way since, like, the beginning.
Like, when did you start, like...
I started cosplaying Pfeff when I was in grade 11.
Oh boy.
So that was about 2 years ago. So that was about 27... 3 years ago. You know, yeah, 3 years ago. Summer of 2016.
Oh boy.
That's when she started.
Was I there for that? Like, did I know
No, you weren't. I didn't know you.
Period?
It was before I knew you.
It was, like, later in 20...
It was later in 2016.
True.
Or, well, earlier in 2016. It was earlier in 2016. You and I started talking later in 2016.
Yeah.
She was the first wig that I had gotten a character for. I still remember going to Con Bravo, going up to Cactus Mafia booth and being like, hey, I need a wig. And I got this wig, which is, I can never fully remember, Moon Transformation Catgirl from Cactus Mafia, and Cactus Mafia is my go-to wig person now if I don't go to Arda on
Sponsored,
occasion.
not sponsored?
Shut up! Yeah, and then just learning how to gray, getting my first thing of Snazaroo, going through hell with Snazaroo.
Can't relate.
Finding, I know, shut up. Just a lot of my friends, I've made so many friends because of Homestuck, either through cosplay or through other means of making friends, and I wouldn't change it for the world. If I had to talk to my younger self and possibly tell them not to get into Homestuck, I would still say go for it. Shut up, Andrew. Homestuck was also the first time that I cosplayed guys. Like, Kankiri was my first guy cosplay.
Oh.
I mean, you could... I can't say Wheatley was my first guy cosplay because I did, like, this human female Wheatley, and I still put... Yeah, gender bent species swap Wheatley. It wasn't until I started doing Kankiri that I was like, hey, maybe I'm okay with pretending to be a guy after all. And now I'm non-binary, so I'm very much okay with cosplaying guys.
That took a turn.
And all that. And, yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling on and,
Me? Oh, my goodness. I'm still kind of like a baby Homestuck. My first 413 was the year it ended, which was really depressing.
that is very depressing.
I know, and I wasn't even done the thing. I got to, like, Act 5, and it was this year. It's like, oh, Homestuck's ending, and I was like, shit.
I remember, like, when I first met you, you said you hadn't finished Homestuck, and I was like, what the frick?
I have now fully finished Homestuck in its entirety. Thank God. That took me a while, and I don't normally sit down and stick around to read stuff, but this was different because it was such, like, the way it was. It just stuck out to me more than any other, like, normal webcomic that I would, like, read. And I've read a lot of webcomics in my lifespan, which is, like, total of, like, maybe 5. But Homestuck was, I want to say it was my first actual cosplay experience, because my very first, like, cosplay that, like, no one can ever find pictures of because I hated it to death was actually Dave Strider.
I remember that.
I have the shirt. I have the really shitty shirt.
I remember when I first followed you on, before TikTok with TikTok and it was Musical.ly, and I went back and I looked at your stuff and I saw your Dave.
I want to die. I want to die. So,
You started with Dave and now you're doing Carcat.
We've come full circle.
Dave Cat's now canon, folks.
I do not do Dave anymore, though. I don't think I could ever bring myself to again. I have a pair of aviators just in case.
Yeah, I think every Homestuck has a pair of aviators.
Just in case, but we've come full circle now. My first, like, completed actual Homestuck cosplay had to be Rose Lalonde, thanks to the help of Vef. She made me, like, my first actual...
I didn't make the shirt. I had gotten it, and then I realized I was not...
Let me glorify you!
No.
She had made me, like, my first actual, like, costume for a cosplay, which was Rose's grimdark dress, and it was, like, a Christmas present. I remember the first time I saw it, I was at a loss, because I knew from this gift it would be, like, the jump start into, like, my actual cosplaying career, which has, I mean, it's getting somewhere. I'm not, like, super popular or anything, but I'm not really concerned about fame.
You're the most canon, Rose. Yeah, but that's not, like...
I'm not concerned about fame, but Homestuck definitely stuck out to me in a way that I could relate to some of the characters and, like, their traumas, and, like, just the way that it was put out and written is in a way that almost everyone can relate to, and it's sort of kind of, you get that weird feeling while you read it, because you say, I understand what's happening here, I'm taking it in, and then, like, you meet other Homestucks that you can, like, relate to, and you learn, like, their favorite...
I find that with the Homestuck experience, if you can call it that, the first time you read through it, you're more just trying to get through it. The second time you, like, read through it and you go over character parts, it's more when you find the characters that you really relate to. For myself, it's obviously Peppery. But, like, it's just... Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then with the addition of Hive Swap coming out, that was a way of almost trying to say it's not dead, but...
Like, the toxic people are gone now, let's make good stuff come out.
Yeah, like, I appreciate the effort to them trying to say, like, it's not dead. Like, people love this franchise, we want to keep it going, but there's a point that a franchise reaches where I think it just needs to end. And that's when Hive Swap happened.
Yeah, I can kind of see that, like, Homestuck was at a point where, like, there was a few people dawdling in it, the people who were devoted to seeing Hive Swap to its completion kind of, like, lingered, and I know that I kind of lingered because it was kind of the only cosplays that I had really had other than, like, Wheatley, and that's pretty much it. And then I started branching into Danganronpa, and then Hive Swap came out, and suddenly a lot more Homestucks were coming out of the grass.
A lot more Homestucks emerged. It was definitely something, because it was, for the older Homestucks, it was a way of saying, we're not dead, like, we're sorta still here, and then Hive Swap ended up being like, ooh, so they're just kind of like, I think we're gonna stay dead. And then you have the influx of new Homestucks, and then some people that just refuse to leave, because it was just such an experience.
Mm-hmm. But, like, I know that, like, I owe a lot of the friends that I have now to, like, Homestuck. They've made so many friends because of it.
Yeah, that's kind of the only reason I met this one.
Yeah.
Because one person that we knew...
we don't need to talk about... Anyway, we met up at we had been talking for a while, and then we met up at a con, and I met her and Kankiri.
I cried.
And she cried.
I cried. I wasn't ready
She
for
cried
it.
as I tackle hugged her in
It was a fun experience. It was
which
like
was the least Kankiri thing to ever do.
I didn't care. I wanted to see you, not
I know.
Kankiri. But like it was the weirdest thing.
You have to see Kankiri if you
I know, Larry wasn't all his glory. And it was the weirdest thing. I was standing at the pin booth.
trash man.
All I hear is thump, 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 thump in the background. I'm like, oh, someone's excited. And then it gets closer. Thump, 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 thump. And I'm like, oh, fuck, what's happening? And I just get like whopped in a hug. And I almost like knock my head into the booth. And then I look behind me and there she is. And I like cried. Because like we'd waited, what, like a year?
to
actually meet?
Yeah.
So it was a painful wait, but the wait was worth it. And then now here we are. We hang out like a lot.
Yeah. And I met another like lifelong friend of mine and some lifelong friends of mine because of a homestuck panel that I had taken part in.
Oh boy.
So that was funky
experience.
Frick.
I wasn't in it, but I just heard the tea.
Yeah. And of course going to homestuck meetups and doing the Omegle stocks.
That is probably something I will never experience.
It was a wild ride from start to finish, and I met so many people, and like I love all the friends that I've made, and I'm just
Going to a homestuck meetup is probably something I will never experience.
you
It's kind of tragic, but like I don't know how that would
might
feel.
experience it.
I don't know, because like I don't know when the time is that I'm gonna wear homestuck to a convention. That's my question. Like,
okay.
when I get it done, will it be like completely dead?
It's still somewhat a little bit thriving. It's
Relevant. It's
slow.
not thriving.
It's just slow because of the
All the homestuck fans have gone to Danganronpa.
yeah all the toxic people have mostly
All
gone to
the retired
Danganronpa.
homestuck fans are now Danganronpa fans.
or
It's
they
getting
moved on to
nuts.
something
Or
different.
they moved on to something different. Like, what's another thing that a homestuck would move on to that's like really popular
No
right now?
clue.
The Adventure Zone?
Maybe.
I feel like the Adventure Zone.
Yeah, I mean, was the person who said Vriska did nothing wrong.
Definitely the Adventure Zone. So like they've either moved on to Danganronpa or the Adventure Zone. There's few of us that actually
Yeah.
decide to stay. And if we
And most people are looking back on it like, ew, Homestuck. But I'm less like, Homestuck was a time and a place.
it was a time, a place, a period.
I mean, like,
A moment.
I'll probably still love Pfeffery until I die, cause she's a part of me at this
Some
point.
characters you can't get rid
She's
of.
a part of me at this point. Got enough gray skin I've got enough gray face paint under my nails to never be rid of her, ever.
This is only the second time I've been grayed up.
I did
No.
your gray.
I know, she did my grade. She
You
did an
did it
awesome
great.
job.
I did the gray.
She did a great job. This is only my second time being grayed up. I told you I'm still a baby
It's
homestuck.
actually sealed pretty well.
Really? What'd you seal it with?
Nothing.
Really? What'd you seal it with? Nothing. What?
I still wanna. I'm still pushing like bounds with my Pfeffery cosplay. Like
You have
I have a million
Militaries.
and one Pfeffery cosplayers. I'm working on her god tier. I'm working on the military. I'm going to try to do that fancy kimono at
Fun
some
fact,
point.
I actually have the same god tier as Nepeta. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And plus, there's the fact that I literally assigned every single god tier a Hogwarts, at least one Hogwarts house.
Am I still Slytherin?
Yes.
Thank you. What's my...
Obviously, you're still Slytherin.
Well, yeah. Well,
You're a Rogue of Heart.
Rogue of Heart, yeah.
Rogue of Heart.
Because we agreed... It was either Thief or Rogue, and we went Rogue, because Rogue was more accurate.
Yeah.
And then I learned it was the same as Nepeta, and I was like, oh shit, dog.
Yeah. I'm a seer of life, which makes me a combination of my three Homestuck faves. Kankuri, Jane, and Pfeffery.
Oh, yeah.
Because Kankuri is the seer of blood, and Pfeffery and Jane are both life aspects.
I don't have a god tier at all in contact with my relation to my favorite characters. I used to be a Knight of Blood. Well, it used to be like a Knight or Seer of Blood. It would like linger between the two, but I was
True
definitely
Pisces.
a blood aspect. I was a sign of the
But then
thespian.
the like extended zodiac thing came out, and it's like, haha.
Yeah, like the thing is
Psych.
like you once you tell them like what your sign is, you're immediately put in that category, which
I
is
think
like an
that's
automatic.
kind of perfect.
Yeah, because then like if you take the quiz, it's not like you're a Leo and you're getting like a Capricorn.
Yeah.
That's a great combination.
It's okay.
These are the reasons I hate I hate that I'm a homestuck.
It's okay, child.
Internally crying.
It's okay.
Anyways.
But, yeah. That's kind of, like, our story.
That's my sob story.
Share. Hopefully I've been able to find some other people who want to share. And
you know what?
Their fave TikToks and fave TikToks will be going next, and then there's gonna be hopefully another person sharing their homestuck experience. So yeah.
Fear. Fear. Like what I think homestuck should do is like self tiers are really cool right now. So like to make homestuck sort of not dead, we should just like do a bunch of those.
Yeah,
yeah, those are a good time.
We might. Wink wonk.
Fear?
Fear.
Question mark?
Fear?
Mark?
Question mark?
Shut the fuck up.
Anyways, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed our rambling.
This is a Fef Kinney. This is I don't know.
I'm a true Fef Kinney.
You're a true Fef Kinney.
I got true Pisces. I'm a true Fef Kinney.
I know. Shut the fuck up. I'm a thespian.
Let me kiss your cheek. It didn't even stain.
Good.
So much there instead of all the colors that I saw. We all are living in a dream, but life ain't what. Okay, dirty habits, so you don't say. I got dirty in my own veins, your vein try to stop me, I'm like no way. Addiction pulling me to a grave end. You're an enemy who I'm keen to defend. Down the black hole of my lust I descend. It's wrong but I want you to know. I love you.
Cheer the fuck up, you beautiful loser. Sincerely signed, you from the future.
Step on the glass, staple your tongue. Bury your friend, try to wake up.
Let's see how far we've come. Let's see how far we'll go. Let's see how far we've come. Let's see how far we'll go. Let's see how far we've come. Let's see how far we'll go. Let's see how far we've come.